Anfield held its breath. Not because Liverpool were losing, but because something still didn't feel right. A $116 million superstar, 23 appearances, and still no Premier League goal. Then came one run, one touch, one calm finish. Florian Wirtz finally arrived. Yet even after he scored, Liverpool were left hanging on against the bottom club in the division. This wasn't just a win, it was both a warning and a promise wrapped into one uneasy night at Anfield. Liverpool's 2-1 victory over Wolves should have been routine. On paper, everything pointed to a comfortable home win. The league position, the form, the atmosphere, all signs suggested a straightforward evening. Instead, it became a tense examination of Liverpool's control, their maturity under Arne Slot, and the growing pressure surrounding their most expensive signing. From the opening whistle, Liverpool asserted dominance. Possession was monopolized, Wolves were pushed back, and Anfield buzzed with early confidence. Alexis McAllister dictated the tempo. Hugo Ekitike stretched the defense with constant movement, and Florian Wirtz drifted intelligently into pockets of space, offering glimpses of the quality Liverpool invested so heavily in. But despite the control, the breakthrough refused to come. Wolves remained disciplined and compact, soaking up pressure and frustrating the hosts. Liverpool went close twice before the interval, first through Ekitike and then McAllister, both efforts striking the frame of the goal. Each miss was met with a groan from the stands, a reminder that dominance without goals can quickly turn into anxiety. The breakthrough finally arrived just before halftime. Ryan Gravenberch reacted quickest to a loose ball inside the box and drove it home. It was not a moment of brilliance, but it was decisive, and it brought visible relief across Anfield. Liverpool were ahead, the tension eased, and the expectation was that the floodgates might open. Moments later, Florian Wirtz delivered the moment everyone had been waiting for. Hugo Ekitike spotted his run, slipped the ball through at precisely the right moment, and Wirtz showed the composure that had been missing for weeks. With a delicate touch, he guided the ball beyond Jose Sa and into the net. Anfield erupted, not simply in celebration, but in release. This was Wirtz's first Premier League goal for Liverpool, coming on his 23rd appearance. It had been long awaited and heavily scrutinized. There had been near misses, deflections, and almost moments, but this goal was different. It was clean, composed, and entirely his own. It showcased his intelligence off the ball and his calmness in the decisive moment, exactly what Liverpool supporters had been craving. On the surface, the goal did not feel monumental. Liverpool were already ahead. Wolves were bottom of the table, and the match appeared to be drifting away from the visitors. Yet context gives it weight. Wirtz is not just another signing, he is a statement, a symbol of Liverpool's ambition under Slot, and a player expected to carry creative responsibility. At Anfield, flair alone is never enough. Output matters. The second half, however, shifted the tone completely. Liverpool failed to build on their advantage and instead allowed Wolves back into the contest. Early after the restart, Tolu Arakodare forced a save from Alisson Becker, and Santi Bueno reacted quickest to bundle the rebound into the net. Suddenly, the atmosphere changed. Anfield grew nervous. Liverpool's passing slowed, their press lost intensity, and the sense of control evaporated. Wolves, winless and under immense pressure, played with newfound belief. Arakodare had two further chances to equalize, each one sending a ripple of anxiety through the stadium. Liverpool were no longer dictating proceedings, they were surviving. Alisson Becker once again proved vital. His positioning, composure, and authority kept Liverpool ahead during the most fragile moments. Without him, the result could easily have slipped away. As Wolves pushed forward, Liverpool retreated,
and the final stages felt far removed from the comfort expected against a side rooted to the bottom of the league. When the final whistle blew, the relief was unmistakable. Liverpool had secured 3 points, extended their unbeaten run to 6 games, and moved themselves back into the top 4. But the performance left questions lingering. Why did control disappear so easily? Why was the second half so disjointed? And why did Liverpool struggle to manage a game they had seemingly won by halftime? Arne Slot's post-match comments reflected both satisfaction and challenge. He praised Wirtz not just for the goal, but for his overall contribution, highlighting how involved he was in Liverpool's attacking play. Yet he was careful to frame the milestone as a beginning rather than an end point. Slot made it clear that with Wirtz's quality, many more goals are expected. Later, Slot described Wirtz's performance as special in many moments and noted that the midfielder is getting better and better with each game. It was encouragement, but it carried expectation. At Liverpool, progress is measured quickly, and consistency is non-negotiable. For Wirtz, this goal may prove to be a turning point. The pressure of waiting is gone, the burden lifted. But with that relief comes responsibility. Liverpool supporters have seen enough to believe in his talent. Now they will demand repetition, influence, and match-winning moments. For Wolves, the night brought more frustration. Rob Edwards admitted his growing weariness with defeat, but found positives in his side's second-half performance. Wolves were brave, organized, and at times the better team after the break. Yet once again, they left empty-handed. 18 games without a win, 7 straight defeats, and no points gained under Edwards paint a bleak picture. In the end, this match will be remembered less for the scoreline and more for what it hinted at. Liverpool won, but they did not convince. Florian Wirtz scored, but his journey is only just beginning. The result delivered relief, not comfort, and underlined that Liverpool still have work to do if they are to meet the standards demanded at Anfield. One goal may not define a career, but it can unlock it. For Florian Wirtz, this felt like the real first step. What comes next will decide everything.